Abusia, MPP lose the 2024 election. Omoma Professor Michael Oquaye Juma and the Juma Nancy onko grassroots level. Na onko chishemu di MPP lose the 2024 election by over 1.7 million votes. Na last week, and Professor Michael Oquaye we in a Juma the report here day about bonds and a report in by an MPP force a report no and yet some member public and who be a idea of them no more ready. No matter so, at the SCSO for the 2028 election. Now, portions of the report na leak with social media. But I trending ye Oquaye State area Jogati, former railway minister, or say timer Napokas Baumiaka so choosing Napo as the running mate, or no Jogati in a meeting or catch Baumia said Napo is not the right choice for the running mate. This as no kind of share a miracle Aboagye ebufu emani like argument or miracle Aboagye kura squeezing the boss. So squeezing the boss, how can the boss? And me one of Oquaye State area leak portion trend war my friends saying social media and back on no uncle kwesi Pratt copy more Aboagye and Aboagye show so and all due to just MPP former report in Marabonte and yes portions of the leak portions no one say leaky or social media no cresa a lot more will be coming now. Kwesi Pratt Jr. Uncle Kwesi Pratt Jr. at so portions or no so one who are leaky from the Professor Michael Oquaye report no Uncle Kwesi Pratt and so can portions or no who are leaky e wa bonten mumi nko tie nsema odi tuja e wa bro kopie mu Aboagye like Aboagye na Aboagye show so na o ka kire MPP for say omo modern say report no e be dey e ba bonten anya sa e bi kwa dia leaky e trend on social media no nya nokre but because of our report no my no bi read bia beje atum say no kre to che o ka kire MPP for say omo modern no mo fa report no me nko tie nsema Uncle Kwesi Pratt e di tuja.
There's something that I've been trying to understand. I've tried so much, I can't understand it. This party set up a committee headed by Professor Mike Oquaye to talk to party foot soldiers, to talk to activists, to try and find out what went wrong. Why the party performed so badly, so very badly. There must be reasons. So the Professor Oquaye committee was established to find out what went wrong. The committee says that it has finished its work. Indeed, it has written a report. The party says that those who gave the reasons for why we are here are not entitled to see the report. My goodness, what is this? The report is a secret. Yeah. It's not a secret from NDC or so on. It's not something that should be hidden from NDC and CPP and GCPP and so on. The very members whose views were collated into a report cannot see the report. What is this? Maybe you guys can understand it. I've been struggling to understand it. I can't. So the report is prepared. It is submitted to some selected people in the party. They say leadership or whatever it is. And then they say, we are the only people who can see the report. You, constituency chairman, so you can't see the report. How can you implement this report if it is secret? But that is the position they have taken. You understand? Now there's something interesting. Some of them have actually, some of the leaders have actually said that, oh, you remember the Kwesi report? It was not made public. So we are following the Kwesi example. How can you beat the National Democratic Congress when at every stage you want to copy them? It's incredible. This is a party which actually wants to beat the National Democratic Congress. But at every stage, if you listen to them, say, what? The NDC did this 3 years ago. The NDC did this 5 years ago. The NDC did this 10 years ago. And that is what we must copy. Copy? I can't believe it. And indeed, my brother here, protocol said the same things here. You remember? I'm saying that the MPP leadership, they have to copy President Mahama. He said it. That they have to copy President Mahama. So you think copy will bring you to power? Okay, God bless you. Unbelievable. Now you know what is happening? They have decided to keep this report secret. But every day you go to social media, there is something claiming to be part of the report. Now how are we to know whether what is on social media is a report or is not a report? The only way we can know whether what is on the social media is the report or not the report is to publish the report. You understand? Now what is so damning in the report that you want to hide it from the rest of us? You are telling us that you did some things which are so bad that if we get to know, we'll never trust you again. That's what you're telling us. This morning, I saw something on social media. I laughed. I'm hoping that it is not true. I'm sure all of you have seen it. The part we said that womanizing.
Yes.
And we allow this to stay. Publish the real report so that we know that it's not womanizing which led to your defeat. They say, hey, these party leaders, they didn't select at all. They didn't care whether the women were married or not. You have seen that thing on social media. It may not be true. But how do we tell the truth from falsehood? In any case, me, I'm even surprised.
What sort of mischief is this?
The mischief is coming from Kwesi Pratt.
It's persistent.
It's persistent.
Persistent.
Perhaps you are guilty of saying so that's why you are smiling. If you remember your experience.
Report that we are giving you pages, copious provisions in the report, you say no.
I didn't let Uncle Kwesi talk. But Uncle Kwesi, there's even one worse one. It says one particular person who complained about where money was going, his testicles were grabbed and the direction of the testicles were changed.
Can you let him?
My other problem is simply this. I mean, if the MPP needed to set up a committee headed by a professor to find out why it lost the elections, then there's something wrong with that party. Because everybody knew. We were told that we were losing the elections. Global Info Analytics every week was telling you that we were losing the elections. This is why we are losing the elections. Then we went and got some God-forsaken professor from Kumasi to go and do a counter survey who showed that Bawumia was way ahead. And we were happy. And that professor, you know, I met him somewhere. He's a friend of mine. I met him.
Where Professor Sapon?
Please, I deliberately didn't mention the name.
For purposes of discussion, so that...
If you want to mention the name, go ahead and mention it. But I deliberately didn't mention the name.
I see.
He's my very good friend. So before, the day before the results, he put out the results. I met him and I said, be careful. Because if you go and skew a report and come and put it there, your professorship will be dented forever. Your image will be dented forever. He didn't listen, he went and did it. Concocted some survey. Came and put it out. You people in the MPP, you knew that that report was concocted, and yet, that is what we were throwing everywhere. And so, why would you lose the elections? You see, everything about this election was known. In this country, every scientific survey will tell you that for electioneering purposes, the towering figure in Ghana up to today is Kwame Nkrumah. Because I knew the NDC did a survey, I think in the 2008 elections, to see what the important pillars were for elections. And in 2008, Nkrumah still stood heads and shoulders above every phenomena, every human being, anything in this country. You understand? We are going into an election, and your target of attack is Nkrumah. The man is not even here. He's not in the elections. He died on April 27, 1972. That you are throwing bombs at Nkrumah and so on, and you want to win an election. You should go and ask President John Agyekum Kufuor. For President John Agyekum Kufuor to win elections, do you know what he did? They actually erected billboards of him and Nkrumah. You remember? Billboards of him and Nkrumah smiling together. And he insisted that he was going to work with the CPP if he came to power and so on. It galvanized his campaign and so on. Now, even Nana Akufo-Addo's campaign benefited from the fact that at one stage he was a member of the Convention People's Party. So people saw him as one of their own and so on. You decided to jettison that. You decided to say all manner of derogatory things about Nkrumah and so on. And you expected to win an election. Unbelievable. The other thing which for me was striking, anytime the NDC made a promise, you went and repeated the promise. NDC said, we abolish e-levy. But I can say, when I also win, I will abolish e-levy. Who introduced e-levy in the first place? Who introduced e-levy? Because Muhammad says that you abolish e-levy, you are not even standing your ground and justifying e-levy. You say you will also follow Muhammad and abolish e-levy. So who will believe you? NDC and Muhammad from the very beginning were opposed to e-levy. They have been consistently opposed to e-levy. You introduced it. So between you and Muhammad, who do you expect the Ghanaian people to believe will abolish e-levy if they hand over power to you? This is the campaign you launched. John Muhammad comes and says, well, if I win, I won't govern this country with more than 60 ministers. Then quickly you come and say, as for me, I will govern with 50 ministers. You expect people to believe you? Do you expect people to believe you? So it was a horrible campaign which was not. And then one regional chairman, as for him, oh Jesus the Christ, he really did you in. Holds a press conference and says that you don't know. You see, when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana, the people of Guinea took him as their co-president. Nana Akufo-Addo has done better than Kwame Nkrumah. So, it is possible that in the near future, the people of Britain or even the US will come and take Nana Akufo-Addo as their president. This is your campaign message. Are you mad? You expect people to vote for you when you talk like this.
Going to contest as the national chairman.
Another regional chairman or the same regional chairman, I'm not sure, told us that what if we elect Bawumia in the first 4 years, in his first term, Ghana will go to space.
The same chairman.
We will build spacecrafts and we'll explore the moon and explore Saturn and so on. How could you have won an election with these kinds of promises? Do you need to set up an Oquaye committee to find out why you lost the elections? Unbelievable. And then the jives at some ethnic groups and so on. And we wanted to win the elections. It was not possible. This is the most humiliating defeat that the New Patriotic Party has suffered, perhaps since 1979. The most humiliating defeat. And it is important for you guys to recognize that. Since 1979, this is the most humiliating defeat. You have suffered many defeats. But as for this defeat, what? Nothing comes close. You know, and then last week I was reading the newspapers and I saw one of them from Parliament saying that, oh, he expected the Mahama administration to fail. But not so soon. It has failed too early. And that this is the surest indication that the NPP is coming back to power in 2008. Master, if this party is to be reorganized, stop the daydreaming. Wake up to reality and stop the daydreaming. Who today, under these circumstances, is going to take power or give their power to the New Patriotic Party? I mean, all you have to do is to play Sarah Dwasafu over and over again. And it's clear. And you see, for me it is interesting that that lady has become the center of attraction in the New Patriotic Party. This is a lady who actually believes that her father is able to fly in the night without aircraft. Magically fly in the night from here to any part of the world if you mention the father's name. How do you call it in English? She believes that. She says that.
That's metaphysics.
Transports himself.
They call it something, transpodent or something, you know, I've forgotten. She believes that. She's the center of attraction, center of organization.
It's the center of the party. It's the party.
A negation, complete negation of science.
The party.
Complete negation of science. But anyway, who am I? I mean, strictly speaking, who am I? So believe what you want to believe. There's another guy, strong member of the party and in the thick of the elections, on a Kumasi TV station. This guy actually said that, look, we know that you people in Kumasi, you won't vote for us. He said it. That we know that you will not vote for us. But we don't care. Because we have dwarfs who will change your vote. Whatever you put in the ballot box, our dwarfs will come and change the votes. And we will win. Can you imagine? I think it was the same guy who said that if Muhammad wins the election, he will change his nationality. He's still there. He's still in Kumasi, carrying a Ghanaian passport. So we are going into an election, a crucial election like this one, and you tell us that you can vote wherever you want to vote. We don't care. You can vote for NDC. We don't care. We have dwarfs who will go into the ballot box and change the results. And you believe this stupidity. I mean, incredible things were said. You know, really incredible things were said. And you allowed it. And then they came up with this idea that indeed the whole election was a dancing competition. You remember? They thought that the whole 2024 election was just a dancing competition. Now, if you think that the election is a dancing competition, go and get good dancers. Then they taught their flag bearer a few steps, few missteps. So everywhere they started playing Sisifia, and he was shaking his waist to it. How do you win elections this way? Dancing to Sisifia. And then now you set up microphone commission to find out why you lost the election. Go and dance Sisifia. I mean, incredible. Ghana is a serious country. You see? And I think that the Ghanaian electorate ought to be taken seriously. Any political party that does not take the Ghanaian electorate seriously is doomed to fail, to be defeated so massively. So I think that the starting point is that the new patriotic party must begin to take the Ghanaian electorate seriously. Please consider the Ghanaian electorate as a body of people who think, as a body of people who can tell their conditions today as against their conditions tomorrow. In a matter of 4 years, the price of kenke had jumped, boom, from 50 pesos to 5 cedis. And you didn't think it was an important thing? You didn't think that it was an important thing? Well, look, we are in an era of multi-party, bourgeois multi-party. For bourgeois multi-party rule to make any sense, to make any impact on the lives of our citizens, you need to have strong contending political parties. And that is the reason why people like me want to wish the new patriotic party well.